What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam, and today we are off to Amelia Island. So I have not been to the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance since 2021 when I went with my BMW, but I am actually going in a rental Jetta SEL because neither of the Audis would actually make it, and Ghost, my Hyundai Genesis Coupe, is still in the shop. I should have that back probably by the end of next week. But I'm heading down to Amelia Island to see some absolutely ridiculous cars today. I've seen what some of the pictures are. There looks like there's a Venom F5, SSC Tuatara. There's a couple MC20s which I have yet to see in person. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm meeting up with Trevor. You might remember him. He was one of my friends back up in Pittsburgh. He had the Yellow Beetle for a while. But we're going to be hanging out, going to that event today, and I am genuinely super excited about this event. I've been looking forward to it for a while, but this is going to be really fun. I am wishing that, kind of like Adam C, if I'd been sponsored by something like Y-Food, because God, I had a Soylent for breakfast, and that's all I've had today. So I might end up having to stop and get food, annoyingly. So first one I've seen, Integra Type S with the plate I-Shift. I love it. Got an Alpina 5 Series right here, it looks like. That's pretty. Yep, legit Alpina. So even before getting in the show, there are some like very unique vehicles. There's a Lumina APV, which is not super common. I see a Lotus up there, the blue one. There was that Stelvio Quadrifoglio, and then also, I didn't catch it, it was an M3 CS that went by in that green paint job they debuted it in. Jetta made it perfectly. I've still got 260 miles of range, which is very nice. But you can see right here, we've got, it's a 968, it looks like, or 9, I don't remember. And then we've got the Lotus Evora right there, which is just gorgeous. I love the Evora. All right, so parked up, got my camera, got some batteries. God, there are insane cars just in the parking lot, like usual. I mean, I can see from here, there's GT350 right across the street, brand new M2. I do actually really like the new M2s. Got a Maybach over there, the white one, which is pretty cool. You can see right there. Little Saab Sonnet right there, pretty cool. Nice looking E90 M3 sedan. Best sounding Volvo. Classic Porsche. Plymouth. Here it is. This is that Evora GT. God, I love these things. Now this is one you don't see every day. CLK 63 Black Series. That's cool. 63 Black Series, pretty cool. So this is pretty cool. This is an EV swapped DMC-12 DeLorean. Now this, I think, is probably one of the coolest swaps I've seen. I've seen people swap turbo V6s. An electric one like this, I think, is perfect. So a pretty cool selection of Porsches right there, including, looks like a Speedster, GT3 RS, a couple older air-cooleds. These are beautiful cars. On the list of types of cars to see here, I did not expect there to be a Morgan booth. I can see the newer three-wheeler, the electric models, as well as it looks like a Super 8 or a Plus 4 or Plus 8. I don't remember all the nomenclature, but I did not expect to see these today. We've got the Formula 1 and Grand Prix cars up here. That's so cool. Porsche GT1 race car. Wow. So we got some really cool BMWs. You've got the M3 CS right there, purple M4 Comp, yellow M3 Comp. Now that's the first XM I've seen in person. Side profile, fine. I'm not a huge fan of the front end. I'm very much not a fan of the front end on the new i7 M70, but the back looks really good, especially in that color right here. Got a couple of Fiat 500 Jollies right here, which don't really see those ever. That's cool. So these are some cars from about 1955, that age range. I've never even heard of this. It's a 58 Alcon D2, but I have heard of this. This is the 130 SL Roadster, and that is one of the prettiest cars of all time. Got the Ferrari 275 GTB4. Super, super cool to see one of these. These are never out. We got an Alpha Montreal next to it, and Dino over there as well. God, this event, I've just gotten here and it's already crazy. So this is a new one for me. I've never seen a Citroen DS convertible before. I really wish that Citroen's still styled like this, because this is one of the prettiest drop tops I've ever seen. It's always cool seeing Lancias. The Appia Zagato. That is just beautiful. It's got these fins coming off the back, kind of similar to that Zagato from the first year I was here. Got a modified Golf Rally, it looks like. And the new ID4. Cunningham Corvette. Blue carbon fiber, it looks like. That's incredible looking. It's got these very unique wheels right here. Just really incredible. Some real JDM classics. There's the two-door Impreza WRX, the 22B. Got a Pulsar GTI-R. We've got an Evo, a Supra. It looks like all the way at the end we got an FD RX-7. So let's see. Got the Nismo GTI-R, the Evo 5. Oh, and a Skyline 400R GTR. Of course. Of course that's what that is. So this is one of the most insane lineups I've ever seen. This is the Ferrari 250 competition car section. These are incredible. These are not even for people that see Ferraris often. These are not common vehicles. These are truly incredible cars. They're from around the world, these ones even.
You actually drive a little bit.
You've got this brown one here with a longer nose. You've got the convertible right here. The Altec Zagato Stelvia AZ1. I think these were built off of the 300ZXs. These were really cool. Twin turbo V6s, right-hand drive, very low production numbers. These were just really cool. So these are all roof Porsches. Turbo cabriolets, everything like that. But I have never seen one of these in person. This is the CTR3 Club Sport. And there's more than one of them, it looks like, possibly. This is one of the coolest cars. It's kind of like a baby Carrera GT almost. And honestly, it's just so aggressive looking. I love these things. Ford Mustang GTD. God, this is so aggressive looking. Now it's the front mid setup on here with a dual clutch. God, this is beautiful. And the huge wing. Now this just was seen, one of these was just seen as a test mule out testing by one of the Ford racing engineers up in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. But in person, this thing has so much more presence than I expected. Now this is the actual GT3 version of the GTD. Now while I was at Stita, this is one of the cars that as soon as I had heard anything about it, I really wanted to see it. Obviously I wasn't still with them by the time it debuted, unfortunately. So we've got Adam LZ's Safari GTR. So based off of a R32 GTR, it's sitting on off-road tires, it's jacked up a good bit. God, this thing is so cool. And it's, I guess, relatively local to where I am. It's only a couple hours away. We've got a couple serious hill climb cars and everything from over the decades. But we've got the Audi Sport Quattro rally car next to the Porsche Mobil 1 GT3 car. That's so cool. So we've got a Bugatti Type 57 right here with a couple other classic Bugattis as well. I have never felt as poor as I do right now in front of this 1938 Type 57. So right here we've got the SSE Tuatara Extreme, I think it is. I don't remember the model designation, but I actually went and saw when this car, or the original one, debuted up in Philadelphia with my friend Larry, who owns the car from CF Charities. So we've got the Huracan Evo V10 dual exhaust out the back. Green accents. Perfect. So I wasn't even able to get this up close with Larry's car when I first got to see that. This Tuatara Striker, which is what the model designation is, you've got this big wing, you've got completely different body panels that are much lighter. This is insane looking. So this is one most people don't know. This is Chimera Automobile's version of the Lancia 037, which also is here. So this is the Evo 37, all carbon fiber. It's got the upgraded wheels, drilled rotors, Martini Racing brackets. You got the leather seats, Sparco wheel, manual gearbox. Chimera really did crazy work with this car. Got the Porsche 918. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. We've got that next to a car I still haven't seen in person until today. This is the Maserati MC20.
Car and I'm just like,
that's just so cool. So this is powered by the Nettuno twin turbo V6, and I mean, I really do think this is one of the prettiest cars Maserati's built in the last 30 years even. And it's just good. It's just a good car. And it's just, the sculpting on the body panels and everything works so well with the design. MC20. I would love to see an MC20 Cielo, the convertible version, but God, this is pretty. They're about to start up a Viper ACR, and while I'm trying to see this Devo, that's the Viper, 8.3 V10.
watch out for the side pipe. Oh, that's a
So this is a Bugatti Devo. Now, you want something ridiculous, this is as ridiculous as it gets a lot of the time. Like, this is one of the rarest cars, and it's all blue carbon fiber. This thing is just incredible. The blue carbon fiber everywhere. The Devo, the big fixed wing in the back. You've got the W16 right here. This is one of the most wild cars I've ever seen. The taillights still remind me of the 177, or the Vulcan actually. Taillights are very similar to the Aston Vulcan in the best ways possible. So there's a green and gold with brown carbon Pagani Huayra BC, which I have never seen a spec like this before. Very interesting color combination. Very classy actually still. And you've just got that incredible all chromed interior. It's just so pretty. Got a solar orange Carrera GT. And when 90% of them are silver, this is one that really does make a huge impression. Now, oddly enough, even though I've been working in this kind of a background in this field for as many years as I have, this is the first time I've seen an Enzo. And it's not red, it is an all black Enzo. This is stunning. I mean, this car, you gotta think, this is literally a 21-year-old car at this point. And it still looks so fresh, it still looks just incredible. And it's next to an F50 that's also in this black, but comparing the two next to each other, this is just insane to see. So not only are there two different F50s right here, and the black one as well. We've got a 512 BB next to it as well, and the Enzo. What? So Karma is back with a couple cars. They've got the Rivera GT, and then they've got this, which is their newest one. Now, the lines on this thing are just incredible. Interior looks great.
I told him
It's just so pretty. This is the Karma Cavea, and the body lines look so futuristic. It's just incredible. Now this is a really incredible spec. So this is the Karma Rivera GT. And I love this. It's almost like Porsche birch green paint. This is beautiful. The blue brake caliper, the blue interior. That's very cool. So they're showcasing the electric cars right now. There's the Taycan GTS, Karma Rivera, the Lucid Air. Sorry. Got the Lucid Air, the Volkswagen ID.7, and the new ID Buzz, the replacement for the very much now defunct the Volkswagen Bus. Now, while it's starting to rain, it's not going to really matter. There are some cars that I need to see. This is the 1937 Delage DB120. Now, these kind of cars, obviously, this is a very bygone era, but cars like this have so much presence still even today. This is beautiful. The body lines on classic cars like this just are completely not anything that can be repeated. This is a Delahaye 135 MS, and it just looks incredible. So it has begun to rain a little bit. People are fleeing. Just putting it lightly, as you can see. Everyone is walking away, everyone is leaving. I'm just kind of hiding under a tree for a little bit. It'll clear up. It's weather, it does this. And there's a seaplane. So I didn't get a good enough chance to take a look at this before, but this is the new Volkswagen ID Buzz. It's a full electric van in the spirit of the original Volkswagen Bus. And this is actually really cool. I can see why some people really do like it. Old Ford GT40. That looks amazing. So for a lot of people that don't know what these are, this is the Pajero Evo, and this is pretty much a road legal like desert car. That's so cool. So it's raining, and there's just, you know, a 27 Type 37A Grand Prix Bugatti just kind of chilling with an umbrella over the cabin, and that's it. That's normal. So there's a Cadillac LMP car here that had been driven by Jimmy Johnson, actually. It's the Ally Racing one, number 48. This thing just looks so incredible. And so this is the actual Camaro that raced at Le Mans. You actually can see the names. It's got Button, Johnson, and Rockefeller right there. This is just ridiculous. And it's just out here right now. And it's under a car condom. Alright, so we went and got lunch since it was raining. We came back. We're back over by the BMWs. I'm not a fan, like I said, of the 7 Series, but I love that color. Still hate that. But the two cars behind it, the canary yellow M3 and that matte purple M4 Competition, and the M3 CS, perfect. So this might be one of the ultimate Mustangs. This is an old Cobra Jet, but it's got a swapped 5-liter Coyote with a Roush blower on it. So these are the Revology cars, and this is their take on the Bullet over here. So this is 10-speed in here. You can see it's the 10R80 shifter. And you've got the 5-liter up front again. Some people might not like it, but this makes it much more daily drivable. These cars are, you know, serious historic cars, and they're just all out here in the rain. So this is the Roof Turbo Florio. It's a Targa top with a PDK. and a duckbill spoiler with quad tips. So, as many people know, in terms of JDM cars, the NSX is essentially my dream car, especially this one, which is an NSX-R. You can tell it's got the white wheels with the Honda badging. These things are apparently some of the most impressive cars to drive just because it's incredibly mechanical. So there's some Pikes Peak cars here, including the Acura TLX and a couple Porsches. They've got a section over here that's supposed to be barn finds that were, not fully restored. We've got, a Model T. We've got the old Cunninghams over here. We've got the Porsche. But we've got a couple that really stand out. So this is a Lancia Flavia rally car. We got the old Corvette. But then of all things, you're seeing this correct, Mercedes-Benz Gullwing. This is insane to see. This is actually insane to see. So I've never heard of this. This is a Salvatore Salerno Special. It's a 59 Devon Roadster. This is beautiful. It looks like almost a coach-built little roadster. So these are kind of cool. These are some cars most people probably don't know exist. So this is an Irwin Lancer from the 50s. We've got a Debonair right there. I mean, these are just super classy little roadsters. And the design is exactly what you expect from the 50s, both in terms of looks on the inside and out. Now this is beautiful. I've never actually seen a Victress before. It kind of reminds me almost of the mix of Aston Martin with Ferrari, but it's just the lines are so pretty. Yet another vehicle I've never heard of. These are all from the Lane Museum, apparently. This is the Macmin Le Mans Coupe. Jeez. That design is crazy. So this car is pretty significant to me. This is an old Mercury XM Turnpike Cruiser. I actually published an article on this car when I worked for Top Speed, so it's kind of cool to see in person. So over with the electric car display, we've got the BMW i5M, which is very cool to see. Not a huge fan, but I do like that it doesn't have the giant nostril front grills. But it's next to a Lucid Air, which is one of the prettiest electric cars on the market. So we've got right here, it's the 67 Ferrari Dino 206S. And we got it next to a Porsche Carrera 906 model. That's pretty cool. This is so cool. I know I tried to show it earlier while I was still kind of under a tarp, but this is that Camaro race car that kind of set new world records with things. The Hendrick Motorsports Garage 56 Camaro race car. Super cool getting to see a Lamborghini Countach. White interior with the white wheels, as it should be. We've got it next to that black carbon F50. We've got an Impala called the Impaler with a 572 up front. God. You got the Stingray over here. And you got a couple bikes as well. But you've got this huge wagon as well. This is cool. This is an old Cadillac wagon. It's got the middle seat facing the back row. This is just such a cool style. Vincent Black Flash. That's cool. Now, I know a lot of people my age more would have seen this from Top Gear with Richard Hammond, but in person, this is beautiful. people are starting to roll out. There's the Pajero Evo and the R32. There's a couple of the roofs over there. There's the 400R, the single most expensive and rarest version of the GTR ever. Got the Mark IV Supra and the Autech Zagato. Very cool. So you got the Club Sport. Going over here. It is just chaos how many people are leaving at once that I need to go and see when they're driving. Bugatti. Here, I'm already back at the house. Pretty uneventful 2.5-hour drive back. That was an insane show, and I don't use that word lightly. So hopefully y'all guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, bye bye.